Hi y'all, today we're going to get lost at Panther Creek State Park in Tennessee. This is Theodore Teddy Roosevelt. He's a male hoot owl, and he came up here. He was actually found on the side of Interstate 40 in Crossville, where he had flown into a car. They were able to save him, but he's got damage to his left eye, and so he's not releasable back into the wild. They're thinking he's about 8 years old. In captive owls usually live about 30 years, but the ones in the wild only live to around 12 to 18 years. So I just wanted to introduce you to him. He is absolutely beautiful. The sun is making the shot, making it hard to see him, but he is over there and he's looking at us like, you know, who are you? He's used by the Park Service for educational purposes, and he will live here for the rest of his life. He is well cared for. As you can see, he's got a belly as big as mine. We're at the Ramsey Welcome Center at Panther Creek State Park. You can come here and they have all the information you need about hiking, fishing, boating, camping, special things they have going on throughout the year. So if you're in this neck of the woods and going to be looking for a good place to camp, come here and check it out. They'll probably fix you right up. I got some information from the park rangers about the rates and the camping and all that, all the special events and stuff, and I'll be sharing that with you shortly. This right here is a tactile topographical map, and you can actually touch it. It was actually made by one of the local Boy Scouts and donated here for them to use. And you can basically see the entire Tennessee Valley water system right through here. This is a visitor's kiosk. It shows you a map, which is just like the one I have, but it also gives you the hiking guidelines, emergency contacts, your park etiquette, a few more of the rules, and this one actually tells you a little bit about the hiking, how far it is, difficulty, and all that. And then this is showing programs and activities. This tells you what they have in the gift shops. Just let you know they have boat rentals here. And I'm not familiar with this, but you can actually download an app to your phone. It's GeoPDF Maps, and it is programmed to guide you in case you get lost on one of the hiking trails. And I mean, it's all right here. Right here, I don't know if you've seen it, noticed it. These are what I call memory bricks. I don't know what the official names are of them, but it's people who have donated money to the park, and they've had their names engraved into the bricks and made this right here. This is just a little bit of what you can find at the Ramsey Welcome Center. We're going to head on up to the top of the mountain up here so you can get a real good view of when you come up to picnic or camp what you're going to be looking at. Panther Creek is a state park that's 1,435 acres, located on the Cherokee Reservoir in the historic Holston River Valley, 6 miles west of Morristown. Pioneers from North Carolina and the older Watauga settlement in East Tennessee arrived in this area around 1785. Prior to this time, the Cherokee Indians were the most prominent Native American tribe in the area. The park has 17 different hiking trails covering more than 30 miles of terrain at all levels of difficulty. Hikers can enjoy magnificent views of Cherokee Lake and the Cumberland Mountains from Point Lookout Trail, reaching 1,460 feet above sea level. There are also more than 15 miles of mountain biking trails that range from easy to difficult. The first European settlers in this area were issued land grants by the state of North Carolina, which previously owned much of the modern-day Tennessee. On September 20th, 1787, grants were issued to Edward and Jesse Riggs and Gideon Morris for the land that is now called Morristown. Legend claims that Panther Springs was named after Virginian Colonel Bradley. He shot and killed a panther that fell into the creek fed by the spring. Although other stories have been circulated, this is the most accepted legend. Now officially considered an endangered species, the panther or eastern cougar once roamed the hills of East Tennessee in abundance. Panther Springs Academy was established in 1845 on a hill located just southwest of the spring. It served as a hospital during the Civil War. The greatest threat the hospital faced was smallpox that killed many soldiers. In fact, about 130 Confederate soldiers are buried at the cemetery of the old New Freedom Missionary Baptist Church. During the war, the residents of Panther Springs lived as normally as possible. Those who did not go to war continued to farm and gather at the spring house while trying to support the soldiers. Kate Livingston, a former Academy instructor, described local Civil War events in her diary. I hope you've enjoyed this trip up to Panther Creek State Park. This is actually one of my favorite places to visit. The views are spectacular. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.